Hey YouTube, alright, this is Joshua here. We are out here at Lee Cemetery inside Crawfordsville, Indiana. The cemetery is Civil War era. So there's a lot of Civil War graves out there and whatnot. I don't know much of the history of the cemetery or really location-wise. I'm still researching that. But I wanted to come out today during the daytime and take a look at the cemetery, get a feel for it, so that way I can come and do a night investigation as well as the daytime and compare the two. So, little rundown here. Whew, all these bugs. This is Lee Cemetery in Crawfordsville, Indiana. I'll show you where it looks like around here. Let me turn this around. We got Lee Cemetery. Right there, Crawfordsville, Indiana. Lovely here, little farm area. The cemetery is back off in here a little bit. It's wooded all the way back. I did bring some equipment with me, not much. Brought my basic, that was my car alarm. Brought my basic stuff, EMF reader, cat balls, temperature gauges, whatnot. Right now, outside, it is about 92 degrees roughly, and very humid. But you got to cross over this lovely little gate right here. But the entrance, you would not even expect there to be a cemetery back there at all because of this entrance. But we'll just climb over a gate. Alright, off we go. That's where you park. It ain't a very big parking, so if they were going to have like a funeral or something, I imagine they would open that gate up and everybody would park through here. But there's really honestly only one way in, one way out, so not very much for parking. You got a house on this side, or business it looks like. Over here, I came during early spring. There's a swamp area back in there. So, can't really see it now. It's definitely overgrown. Now, occupation-wise, I've seen someone back here mowing. I live just literally right down the road from here. But I've seen someone back here mowing before, and that's literally it. I never see anybody stopped or going back here to visit grave sites. Going to and from work, mainly coming home from work around, it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning on my way home. I do pass by this location. Basically, I'll show you guys, but if you would keep walking straight ahead, it'll take you up to another road, but you have to go through a couple cornfields. But that's the road I live on. So, as I turn to go down my road, you can literally see balls of lights just floating. Last time I was back here, I've learned there are no ornaments really around the gravestones or anything like that. And yeah, so there's no explanation for balls of light. But I would love to come out here and do a nighttime investigation, which I do plan on doing. So, but it is a lovely little walk, about a football field. So, you know, we're gonna keep walking. In the meantime, just while we can, if I can flip my screen around here. In the meantime, like, subscribe. I will be posting more investigations, daytime and nighttime. I've been doing paranormal investigating since about 2008. I used to run a company called Mars, which was Mid-America Research Society of the Paranormal. Branched off of there, went with, I'd done an investigation or two with Indianapolis Ghost Hunters, or iGhost, I believe it's called, or something like that. But, you know, they do it a whole different way than I do. A lot of people go off of basically EMF readers, or they go off of the REM pods. which a cell phone being called in and out when you use a REM pod can actually, it can make the REM pods go off, you know, just from an incoming or outgoing call, because your cell phone kicks off a higher EMF energy. So with that, I don't really trust them, especially in YouTube videos where everyone has their phones out using like Spirit Talker or stuff like that. So I don't really trust it very much. But that was weird. Thought I saw someone walking walking behind me. That's, if you guys see anything, definitely comment, timestamp it, comment what you've seen or heard. I will be using my Spirit Talker. Same thing that like Twin Paranormal and Paranormal Files and all them use, which I do watch those guys. They're great. You know, I'd love to do an investigation with them. But, you know, YouTube-wise, starting out, but paranormal investigating-wise, I've been doing this for a while. So I know quite a few spots. And here is the cemetery. Alright, I'm going to turn this around, let you guys see here. There it is. Lee Cemetery. Like I said, it's a little bit of a, you can see my truck, maybe. Way down there is my truck. But you have like, so like I said, if they were doing a funeral here, that people would have to park there. Only other way out is right here, which goes straight off to a cornfield. I imagine, burial-wise, they have not had anyone buried here for a while. So, but here it is, the entrance. I normally knock before I go in and introduce myself. So, I know you probably can't hear the knock that well, but my name is Joshua. I'm here to communicate and have a chat with you all in here. I'm sure you get a visitor every once in a while, but not many coming to talk to you. So I figured today would be a good day to come and talk to you. I got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see them or not. That's weird. Alright, here we go. You can feel free to communicate with me in any way, shape, or form. I did bring a few devices with me to help you be able to communicate with me. Right now, I'm just going to walk around a little bit, take a look around. But you feel free to talk into the camera. So we'll take a look. I'll be quiet as I do this. I'll try to be quiet. Just to show you how old. I mean, look, they are buried right there. Right up next to the fence. You literally got graves right up next to the fence line. So there's probably graves out there, who knows? Come up here. I mean, look at this. Right up next to the fence line. Please, I do not mean any disrespect out here walking on graves. I'm not here to disrespect you in any way. I'm here to research and to gain evidence to show that you guys can communicate and learn some history about you guys. There you go, 14 days old. Claude, son of. Happy infants, early blessed. Born July 10th, 1875. Look how good that looks. books for being 1875. That is still in pretty decent shape. And you got these. And like I said, these are like Civil War era headstones. So they are definitely going to be like that. Where they're kind of like weathered a lot. I imagine that one's going to be a sailor or maybe Navy. Elder John Lee. 77 years. That's who they named the cemetery after, I believe, if I have it right. But look at that. There's even someone wrote inscriptions on there of some kind. 19-something, Patrick, September 14th, 1937. Looks like there was a little emblem or something right there. What's on this side? Elder John Lee. That is crazy. At rest. Now, I know there's woodpeckers out here, but I am hearing knocking on a tree right here. This big one. Right there is where I'm hearing the knocking. It sounds like someone has a stick up against it. That is weird. Do I believe in paranormal? Yes, to an extent. Do I think every noise that is made is paranormal? No, because especially out here in like a cemetery with nature, you'll have woodpeckers, you'll have vehicles going by, and also people can come and they can definitely contaminate a lot of stuff as well. That's concrete right there. John, son of D.R. and C. Lee. Died February 12th, 1858. So you could have a lot of contamination, but D.R. Lee, born 1808. I wonder if these 62 years and 14 days, I wonder if these ones that say Lee on them, if they are all related. But this is what I mean. You know, the knocking could be anything. It could be paranormal, but also, like right there, you know, woodpeckers. It is a little windy out, so I would imagine cat balls that I brought with me, if I can keep them sturdy enough, they might work. But with it being daytime, might be a little bit harder to make them actually work and be able to see them. Thomas Weaver. But it's a pretty little cemetery. Like I said, a lot of these are older headstones. Oh, there goes a squirrel. Up the tree it goes. There's a squirrel. The squirrel's protecting it. Alright, so, like I said, what is that? Is that a headstone between two trees? You got little ones, big ones. Looks like a headstone. It might not be. Part of one, maybe. Oh no, that's in there. That's a legit headstone. That is literally in the ground. That is crazy. Looks like there was markers right here too. Look at this. So they're missing headstones. This looks like a whole marker. Look, it goes big square up to where that tree is. Goes this way. So there are actual graves out here without stones on them, with markers. That is nuts. And of course, whoever comes out and cleans the property, you know, they do take good care of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this little tree stump. Right here. We're going to go, because that's about mid-cemetery, roughly. We'll just chill right here. Set my stuff down. See what we can get going. Oh. Set down our stuff here. It definitely picked up, and it's now getting cloudy out, which is kind of weird. Turn this around here. Oh, I'm upside down. Oh, there we go. Is there a way? There's a little stick or something. Try to prop that up a little bit. All right. So, in my bag right here, you know, I bring first aid kit, stuff like that, drink, just in case. You never know, especially being out in the woods. But, all right, to the spirits or entities here, I did bring a few things with me to kind of help you communicate, which I'll show you what I got. Maybe. Now, being out in the woods or a cemetery, especially this far back, there is no electrical back here. So, one good thing to use would be an EMF detector, which mine's not fancy. Mine is pretty cheaper, as you can see. So, we'll set that down. Brought some cat balls, get a better idea. I use this mainly inside because of what we do, but a temperature gauge, humidity, all that. I usually have that for indoors. And then to help with energy and protection, big chunks of amethyst, which I did find. As you can tell, it's still dirty. Haven't quite cleaned that. But big chunks of amethyst to help provide energy, natural energy, to the spirits, which they are charged. I did put them out in the sunlight, and I let them charge. But I usually bring quite a bit. A pyramid, just all sorts of amethyst rocks to help. And then that one has a tiger's eye in it. So, just protection crystals and whatnot. And then, of course, I'm going to use my, we'll throw out a cat ball here and there. Cat ball, which, I mean, you can kind of see in the daytime, but we'll see how that works. And what I'm going to do is set this cat ball right there to where it can be moved. It's on a slant. It is windy out, but I have it blocked by a rock. So therefore, if it's touched, it will move. And we will set this right there. All right. Now, I do have like necrophonic. I do have spirit talker and all those. So we're going to see what we can pull up. And believe it or not, last time I came in here, spirit talker would not work. Oh. Got something. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know if you can see that. Something's going on. Don't know if you can see that. It's kind of draining out the battery. And I'll show you right now. There's nothing close enough to that to make it go off like that. That is nuts. Oh. I mean, the camera's close to it, but even if I bring the camera back, it's still... You still gonna do it? Yeah, see, even bringing the camera back, it still goes nuts. That's crazy. Alright, but to show you, there is nothing in my bag. Oh, that fell. There's a charger down there. That's about it. I got money up here. That's it for that. Just roll change. Down here is a vape, a handgun magazine, and a little flashlight. Let me turn this way. So, with that being said, there's nothing in there. And my cell phone's in my back pocket. So, that's that. Alright. So,